That started in the 1st of January. So having doubled in 3 months, roughly that's about, on average 30% per month. So I think I do have a chance to make about 1 million within a year.
Turning 25,000 into 1 million. That's what Patrick, also known as Crypto Rookies, came onto my channel and said that he was going to do. And I'm going to hold him to it. I have to be honest, I'm a bit of a skeptic because I'm not a trader, and also I don't play with leverage. I must warn you, if you are a beginner, this video is probably not for you.
So I have two strategies that are mainly active. One that is, it's a more like an aggressive crypto portfolio. This one I started in the 1st of January. And then I also have the gridbot strategy, but this one I started around the 1st of February. So let's start with the aggressive portfolio. This one is just a buy and hold strategy with some minor changes here and there. I cannot track when I use leverage on this. So when you see that it's 55% up, it's not considering the leverage I took. So when I started this, it was 25K. So now it's at 51. So it's actually 100% return in a sense. But because there's some leverage in there, I have to pay back the leverage. So it's close, probably like 90% or so. So we can take a quick look. Some project grew more than others. Everything is in the green except for Kuti and Rollbit at the moment. Most everything is up quite a lot, like 80%, 123%, 145, 144. I think Bittensor did really well, and it was at 700 just a few days ago. The graph had a pretty good boost recently also. So things are moving well. That started in the 1st of January, so it's been 3 months now. So having doubled in 3 months, roughly that's about, on average, about 30% per month. So I think I do have a chance to make about 1 million within a year with that.
But what do you do if you see a drop in the market?
If we see like a massive dip, what I'll do is that I'll resell some of the token that I haven't had leverage yet, and I'll take a little bit of leverage. But here I don't plan to make massive amount of leverage, so maybe it's going to be a 2x or a 3x at most. It's more like a buy and hold strategy. And as we get progressively bigger on some of the token that has massive gains, if I think they become a bit exhausted, then I'll be basically selling them or a portion of that in order to reallocate into very new projects that are just starting now. It fits into decentralized AI, into social fi, into DeFi, and a bit of crypto casinos. So those are the main narrative that I'm targeting with this.
Okay, Patrick, but how do you know what projects to take leverage on?
It depends on the timing. So I have to look at the, like the typical technical analysis. And I'll also came up with predefined fully diluted market cap that I believe is possible this bull cycle at the peak. And that is heavily weighted from the last bull cycle. So for example, I think that Bittensor has a definite chance to reach $100 billion fully diluted market cap. That means that based on the current price, 530, that's still a 8x from here, from this point. The thing, Bittensor is not a bad time right now to buy because I think the price was at $700 not far ago, so it has dipped a little bit. I think it's not necessarily a bad point to start accumulating again. It may dip a little bit lower than that, but it's impossible to time the local bottom entirely. So I would say it's better to just start DCing. It may seem pretty high for certain people that reaching 100 billion. Solana last bull cycle reached $150 billion market cap, fully diluted, and it was their first cycle. So the same when projects scale and it's their first cycle, sometimes they can scale quite a lot.
Bittensor is a project that Patrick is bullish on. In fact, we've done several videos where Patrick has brought up Bittensor. It is one of the few in the AI space that seems to have some utility. Here's another gridbot portfolio Patrick is building.
So yeah, so this strategy I started in 1st of February, and that's my gridbot strategy. That personally I prefer that one even over the aggressive crypto portfolio that is more buy and hold, because I get, in my opinion, better return. I'm up 55% in the first month. I started this one in 1st of February, so it's been 2 months now. But 55% return, and that is a pretty good return. So the thing, I closed 3 bots so far since then. There's this bot was active for a little bit less than 6 days, and I was up 45%. That was on Bitcoin with a 10x leverage. With gridbots, my liquidation price is much lower than if I try to do like short-term trading, just buying and then putting a 10x leverage and hoping it goes up. I get liquidated often when I do that, or like if I put a stop loss, it triggered a stop loss because the fluctuation are pretty massive. So I think this enable me with the gridbot to have my liquidation price much lower. So this way I don't sweat like the wick when market players are trying to liquidate users. This other bot was on Ethereum, active for 12 days. I did 70% return. This one, 30% on Bitcoin again. It was active for a little bit less than 15 days. And right now I have 2 bots that are currently active. And they are still active just because there was a pretty big dip last week. So I was in the negative for a period of time. So this one bot has been active for 24 days. It's 45% up, which is still very good. This one is on Bitcoin again with the 10x leverage again. And you see my liquidation price is for $54,000. So it would have to dip a lot in order to reach that price. And I did take out some money with the withdraw to put elsewhere, but I could put back money into the margin to reduce that liquidation price. And then I have 1 bot currently active on Ethereum also that is up 21% in the last 28 days. This one was up a lot more previously, but Ethereum dipped back and hasn't fully recovered yet. But again, my liquidation price is 2,700, which is like it would have to dip quite a bit to reach there. So yeah, so that's an update, 55% in basically 2 months at this point.
Be sure to check out Patrick's Medium page. His followers are growing quickly. Here you can find a lot of articles that we discuss in videos, including the one around turning 25K into 1 million. What are your thoughts? Do you think he can do this within a year? Comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.